The Committee on Budget, Appropriations and Finance is back on the record. I believe that we've had our technical difficulties resolved, so we are prepared to move forward. We're going to ask I believe we've exhausted much of the conversation. Senator Caput, I don't know if there are any other senators in St. Croix. I don't see any. So colleagues, do you have any other burning questions with regards to this measure? I think that it was asked and answered, but I'm just trying to understand the comfort level of us utilizing insurers that are out of are in a Caribbean island. How does the Division of Banking and Insurance monitor and vet these entities?
There is, of course, an application as well as financial information that has to be submitted by these entities. Just like a US-based company where we can examine them, we do that for alien insurers also. So regardless whether it's a US-based insurer or insurer outside of the United States, the examination process is still the same in that we can go to that jurisdiction and examine, and we have done that.
And how many alien insurers we have providing insurance in its U.S. Virgin Islands?
How many? We have Royal Star, we have Island Heritage, we have Nemwell, we have...
We're not hearing.
We can give you an exact number, but we can give you examples of some of them. We have, of course, Lloyd's, which is one of the biggest entities. Mm-hmm. They're an alien insurer.
We have Island Heritage, we have Royal Star, we have Nemwell. Those are all property and casualty companies. And it should also be noted that these companies are not just regulated by our office. They also have domestic regulators in the jurisdiction that they're in. Mm-hmm. And even though they're outside of the Virgin Islands, they're not domiciled in a state of the United States, a territory, or the territory of the U.S. Virgin Islands. And I don't know how much this will reassure you, but after the hurricane, we had a number of these companies that were writing, and all of them remained financially stable. Mm-hmm. The only one company that did go down was actually based in Puerto Rico. And that's not to in any way, hit out at the regulators in Puerto Rico, because that's just the nature of the business. But I just say that to say we had Island Heritage that was writing here. We had Nemwell that was writing here. We had these companies, of course, underwriters at Lloyd's, and none of these companies became insolvent, and all of those claims were paid. So, I don't know if that gives some level of comfort, but that's all I can say.
Okay, and how many companies currently?
And one more statement.
Go ahead.
These are not companies that are new to the insurance market. These are companies that have been around and have good reputation.
Thank you. And how many companies do we have on the ground here locally that stands to benefit from the passage of this legislation?
3.
Yeah.
3, Keswick, Guardian, and Dorchester.
All right. Colleagues, I think we've exhausted the questions, and we've asked any concerns. They were answered. I'm going to give the testifiers an opportunity to close prior to us voting on this measure. 30 seconds. We're going to start with Ms. Matthew.
Good afternoon, Attorney Matthew. I just want to thank this body for having us here today. We always take pleasure coming to the legislature and providing testimony I also want to thank our staff, the hardworking staff at the Lieutenant Governor's Office, Division of Banking and Insurance. I continue to praise them because despite sometimes being short-staffed and not having the needed resources, they push forward in terms of providing service to the people of this territory. So thank you.
Thank you. And Mr. West?
I would like to also thank Madam Chair and the committee for their questions. I've been involved with 6 states where this companion bill has been passed, and I think the level of deliberation by the staff and the quality of questions by the senators are very impressive. And again, thank you.
Thank you. And of course, our very own Mr. George Dudley, Attorney Dudley.
Senator, thank you. I have to say a small confession. You and Senator Francis kept your promise. When I ran into you all in December at Government House, there were issues involving this legislation, and Senator, you looked at me and said, Attorney Dudley, we can't do it in the 34th. I promise you we will take it up in the 35th. And I am sitting here smiling because the two of you are people of your word, and I'm happy to say that publicly. Thank you very much.
All right, that sounds like an endorsement. Thank you. Thank you for your kind words. Mr. Jeremy Austin?
Thank you, Madam Chairman, members of the committee. Keswick is a very small insurance company, but we are domiciled here in the Virgin Islands, and we're growing, and having a tool like this is only going to help us. Just offering my support to the bill, and thanks again.
Mr. Kreitz, he's also our very own. Yes.
Thank you, Senator. I think you made the same promise to me that you made to Attorney Dudley, so I do very much appreciate it. I do think that this is an extremely important step. We need to do everything we can to improve the situation with insurance here. I don't see any downside at all to this particular piece of legislation.
All right, and Mr. Alexis Sodoza.
Thank you, Madam Chair and members of the committee. We thank you for the opportunity to present this bill to you, and we look forward to working with USVI Insurance.
All right, well, thank you. Who did I miss? No, I didn't miss anyone. I covered everyone. Well, thank you for your time, and this has been quite a long day, but I think that we've done some great work today. So do I hear amendment? Senator Francis Jr., you're recognized for your amendment.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. Madam Chair and colleagues, I offer amendment number 35-264, and it's an amendment to bill number 35-0026. Bill number 35-0026, section 1 is amended. In 1, in subsection A, and page 2, line 1 by striking "or of the United States." 2, in subsection C, on page 2, line 14, by striking 1254 and inserting 1256. 3, in subsection E, paragraph 2, on page 3, line 8, by striking "administrator" and inserting "receiver." And in number 4, in subsection F, on page 5, line 2, by striking "administrator" and inserting "receiver." I so move.
Amendment number 35-264 has been properly moved by Senator Novalee Francis Jr., seconded by Senator Dwayne M. DeGraff, Senator Marvin Blyden, Senator Ray Fonseca, Senator Samuel Carrion. Hearing no objections, so ordered. Senator Novalee Francis Jr., you recognize for your motion.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. I move that Bill number 35-0026, as amended, an act amending Title 23 Virgin Islands Code relating to insurers becoming members of a federal home loan bank and matters related thereto, be approved by the Committee of Budget, Appropriations, and Finance and sent to the Rules Committee for further vetting and consideration. I so move.
Oh. Bill number 35-0026, as amended, an act amending Title 22 has, well, guess what? Let me restate that. I'm trying to move fast. Bill number 35-0026, as amended, has been properly moved by Senator Novalee Francis Jr., seconded by Senator Marvin Blyden, Senator Dwayne M. DeGraff, Senator Ray Fonseca, Senator Giovanni James, Senator Samuel Carrion. Hearing no. Roll call, please.
Senator Marvin A. Blyden. Senator Blyden, yay. Senator Samuel Carrion.
Yes.
Senator Carrion, yay. Senator Dwayne M. DeGraff. Senator DeGraff, yay. Senator Ray Fonseca. Senator Fonseca, yay. Senator Donna A. Fred Gregory. Senator Fred Gregory, yay. Senator Novell E. Francis Jr. Senator Francis Jr., yay. Senator Javon E. James Sr. Senator James Sr., yay. Madam Chair, 7 yay.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Bill number 35-0026, an act amending Title 22 Virgin Islands Code relating to insurers becoming members of a federal home loan bank and matters relating thereto, has been properly moved. I'm having a challenge. I've been here too long. Let's do this again. Let's rule from the top. Thank you, Madam Clerk. Bill number 35-0026, as amended, an act amending Title 22 Virgin Islands Code relating to insurers becoming members of the Virgin Islands Home Loan Bank and matters relating thereto, has been favorably approved by this committee and will be forwarded to the Rules Committee for further consideration and action. All right, colleagues, this is the last measure for today, so this concludes the business of the Committee on Budget, Appropriations, and Finance's April 4th, 2023 meeting. I want to thank all the testifiers. I want to thank media. I want to thank all of the central staffers, my staff, for making today possible. And most of all, I want to thank my colleagues that were here today who really stayed in the paint and ensured that we engaged and we were able to be successful in moving forward these very, very important matters for the people of the Virgin Islands. And I want to thank the testifiers that traveled all the way from different parts of the states, I suspect it's New York, to come and testify before for this measure that was before us. It is a measure that is important to the people of the Virgin Islands, and I want to thank you. And most definitely, I want to thank Mr. Kreitz and Attorney George Dudley for being a little nagging. But it's good stuff. It matters, and you know, we are always here, and things that matter to the people of the Virgin Islands. We welcome our stakeholders to really engage with us and have the discussion so we could really understand the things that are necessary for us to be successful as Virgin Islanders. We don't know everything here, and we always welcome the external stakeholders' assistance. So thank you again, colleagues. If there are no other matters, we are going to be before the legislature tomorrow again. I wanted to say Happy Easter, but I guess I'll say it tomorrow because our good governor has called the 35th legislature into special session. So So we'll see each other tomorrow again. The Committee of Budget, Appropriations, and Finance is hereby adjourned.